And good morning, you wonderful humans. We are back at it again with day 112 of Connected Community Health Support free virtual live exercise stream. Good morning, happy face candle. The older you get, the harder it is to lose weight because by then your body and your fat are really good friends. The harder it is to lose weight because then by then your body and your fat are really good friends. That's good stuff. Always love the joke. Happy face. Good morning. Good to see you in the chat already, bright and early. Again, this is our free bodyweight exercise program for weight loss. If you don't have the time, money, or comfortability with the gym, feel free to hop in, join in, follow our lead. And of course, these are all available on YouTube from day one. So, as you can see, start soon. Clear your workout space, grab a friend, tell a friend to join you with this program, or start from day one. Yeah, I figured it was lose instead of low. That's okay. Live schedule: we are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:35 a.m., and then Tuesday, Thursday at noon for the time being. We like that. We like getting fit. Again, this is completely free, so not much to lose with it. Before we get started, make sure you go on and check out all of our affordable services, our mission and free information at connectedchs.com. We have blogs, we have the remainder of our videos and the links to find them, as well as our actual services as well. Okay. All right. And without further ado, we'll get started with the week 32 workout for us all. I know we're dying to get it going, get our sweat on, get to the tidbit of the day and the quote of the week, and then beyond with our day with a little bit more energy than we would have had before. So, if you have any questions at any point during the stream, make sure you throw them over there in the column to my right, probably your right too. I don't know. I have to point left to go right in this case. Make sure you throw your questions in over there. I can answer any and all questions you might have, be it health related, fitness related, sometimes mindset related, although I'm not a qualified therapist or anything like that. But yeah, I can hopefully answer your questions there. No promises. So I'll see what I can do. I'll do my best. No, I might cause terrible harm. But anyway, as always, talk to a doctor before beginning any exercise program to make sure that it's right for you. We've made this program as slow and progressive and didn't include heavy resistance training necessarily. We removed all isometrics from the program, all jumping from the program to make it as healthy and advantageous for your weight loss and your health as possible. So, without further ado, let us continue on with our consistency and let us get fit. Yeah? All right. Here we go. What we're going to do is our warm up per usual. I'm going to take this into full screen. Oh, there we are. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to take this into full screen and we'll get started with our warm up. Yeah? All right. Let's start from the top down today. We go with neck circles, whichever direction floats your boat. Just get that neck loosey goosey. Again, I'm going to try to give you different exercises as tools that you can use on your own accord. Switch directions. A lot of cracking this morning from this guy. Holy. Not necessarily a bad thing unless it hurts. If you're cracking and popping starts to hurt, or get yourself all inflamed in whatever it's cracking and popping, then you might want to go see somebody. Next up, we'll go down to the shoulders. I'm going to start with a couple of shoulder shrugs. Roll them forward and back, forward, up, back, down and back, down. And switch directions, back, up, forward, down. Haven't really done shoulder rolls before, but it feels good to get those scapulas moving. All right, arm circles now. Whichever direction you want to start going, that's fine. We'll switch directions after we do a few. I like to think of it like I'm doing a breaststroke, or whatever the dolphin stroke is, butterfly. Then we're going to go backwards. Here we are. We'll do a few more of these big range of motion arm circles. And then we'll do just some good old-fashioned arm swings in 3, 2, 1, across the body and back. Just opening up that chest, alternating which arm is on top each side, each time. Good stuff. Good work. And let's go like a jumping jack. And we should be good with that one. My shoulders feel nice and warm now. Woo! All right, we're ready to get our lift on now. All right, next up, we're moving to our T-spine. Again, you can do trunk twisties, which gets the T-spine opened up as well. Or you can do the slow and controlled T-spine rotations, following the hand, breathing in, breathing out. Whichever one makes you feel best. I know the slow one makes me really feel it in the muscles. While the fast one just makes me feel a little bit more warmed up. And then you can even do this slightly bent over as well, the twists. And that feels good too. All right, let's move on down to the hips. We're just going to raise our heel up to our chest and then bring it back down. Heel to the outside, back down. So repeat that process a few times each side. Call them heel taps. Without bending over, try and bring your heel up to your hand. One straight down, the other one out to the side. All right? Now, switching sides, switching heels. The slower you go, the harder it is. So maybe go slow for the first couple. And then crank them out. There we go. All right, if you'd like to do some leg swings, feel free. Now is your chance. Now is your opportunity. Bada boom, bada bing. We've all done a leg swing each day to warm up the hips. I'm just going to do a couple myself. And of course, you can do them across the body as well, here and here, or here and here. I recommend you hold on to something if you haven't done these ones very often. These ones can make it very easy to go topsy-turvy. All right, and next up, lastly, before we get into our workout, we're just going to do some ankle circles. Just make sure that we're aware that our ankles still exist. Sometimes I forget about my own. I'm going to get some water. I'll let you grab some water, and then we're going to get started. All right, awesome. Here we go. It's going to be a great day, great workout. We have day 112, week 32. We are in 60 seconds of work to 30 seconds of rest. Floor touches, row with external rotation. We have our vertical press. We have our cross crunch. We have our number 5 squats. We have our number 6 push-ups / fly. We have number 7, our D2 pattern. And then we have our boxing. All right. Very well, very well, very well. Hope you all are ready for it. And we will get started here in 10 seconds. The timer started. Get to your position in the middle of the room. We're starting with floor touches in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Touch the floor, stand up. 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 Now, of course, you can do single leg floor touches as well if you like. I'm starting off with double leg because these ones feel good. Especially if we're going for a minute. We really have to pick exercises that are sustainable for the entire time. 60-30, as I'm sure you know by now, can be pretty strenuous if you aren't prepared for it. Keep it working. 8 more seconds. And time with that exercise. Next up, exercise number 2, we have the row with external rotation. External rotation. So we all know what the row is. Now we're going to row and try and externally rotate at the top. And that should feel good to work our external rotators in a way that we haven't done before. Some people will also rotate at the top. That feels good too. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Row, rotate, row, externally rotate. Again, all from the bent over position. Go ahead and join me if you haven't already. Row while pinching that shoulder blade. Wave and back down. Row, wave, here, back down. Row, wave, here, back down. You can do 2 arms at a time if you like. Row, externally rotate. And keep on going with that motion. My shoulders were not ready for the external rotation. This morning I should have done some cactuses to warm up. Row, externally rotate. And time with that exercise. Next up, we have our vertical press. We all know what's going on for vertical press. Our vertical press, we're just doing vertical press. Usually, I don't do a whole bunch of stretching, but if you ever need a stretch to target a certain area, let me know, and we can do that for you, all right? Vertical press, starting in 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. Here we are. Just mirroring me. No equipment required. If this gets too tiring, feel free to alternate. 1, 2, 1, 2, the entire time, okay? I'm going from my knees. You can do it standing. Again, you can do it seated as well. Whatever floats your boat, whatever feels good for you. I did an arm day recently, so I'm going to go back to my single arm because, not going to lie, I'm getting tired. And that's okay. It's not about where we're at. If you didn't do an arm day yesterday, I mean, technically you did because you did these yesterday, hopefully. But it's not about where you're at. It's about where you're going and the fact that you are consistently exercising. Time with the vertical press. We're moving on to the cross crunch. Now, if you want to do the standing, you know what that looks like, hopefully by now. That just looks like here, crossing the body into a crunch. If we can go seated, if you want to join me on the floor, what that looks like is crunching up and across the body, up, reaching towards the other knee. We're going to start that in 3, 2, 1, begin. Cross body crunch. Cross body crunch, reach across, reach across. Your low back doesn't really come off the ground with this exercise. It's targeting, it's isolating your abs, your upper abs, your rectus abdominis. And then by going across the body with our crunch, we're also hurting our obliques. We are working our internal, external obliques. The muscles that go diagonal across your core. We all want a rockin' six-pack, and most of that happens in the kitchen, if we're being honest. However, once you lose that weight, you still have to have something there. So that's what we're going to start with today. Also good for general life health. And time with that exercise. Woo! That one feels good. Wow. Next up, we're going to move on to our squats. I want to try something new today with the squats. Gonna loosey-goosey it up a little bit. It's gonna be a squat with an outside leg press this morning. That's too bad, spam. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Squat to as low as you can go for a minute. Out to the side. Again, the first thing I want you to focus on is just getting a good squat down to a depth that feels good for you. And then we can get a little fancy and do a lateral leg raise in there as well. Trying to keep the hips flat. Leg raise at the top. Squat, leg raise, squat, leg raise. This wasn't in the plan. Sometimes you just feel like adding a little sauce to the mixture. And this morning I said, you know what? We're going extra spicy. We're making this caliente. Here we go. It's going to work the outside of your hips. If you do it all the way standing up when you do the leg raise, maybe a little bit of outside glute as well, and time with that exercise. I am getting a workout in today. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Next up, we have push-ups or a fly. Again, standing fly looks like this. A lying down fly is like that, but on the floor. And of course, the one that I recommend is a push-up from the couch or from the door that we can maintain for the entire time. We're starting in 6, 5, 4, 3, get to the door, 1, and begin. Here we are, doing this for a minute. Literally a minute, not a metaphorical minute. Not one of those I haven't seen you in a minute. Again, hands shoulder width apart. Just pushing the object away from you. Carrying on, we're past halfway. The closer you bring your hands, the more tricep is going to work. That's the back of your upper arm. The wider you go, careful, you'll hit your face if you do it wrong. The wider you go, the more pec it is going to be. Arm and shoulder in close. Chest muscles to go out wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Good work. We're flying through this set already. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'm right here. My name is Seth, and I will take care of your questions. Next up, we have our D2 movement patterns. D1 is kiss the bicep, slap away. D2 movement pattern is reach into the pocket, grab the sword, and unsheath it. We're going to go one arm at a time to start in 3, 2, 1, begin. Pocket to the sky, pocket to the sky, pocket to the sky, pull the sword to the sky. Reach in, rotate out, reach in, rotate out, reach in, rotate out, reach in, rotate out. And then if you want to get really fancy with it, we can do double arm rotations as well. Reach into both pockets, shing, unsheathing, double swords now. And if this gets too tiring, feel free to go back to one arm at a time. This is going to work our posterior delts, our external rotators, pulling us back into good posture. 3, 2, 1, in time with that exercise. Next up, we have boxing. So feel free to stand up if you wanted to kneel for that last exercise. Take a second. We have 20 seconds. Grab some water before we finish up this set. So many Thanksgiving pillows. Nice. Next up, boxing. Plant your feet. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin alternating left, right, go. Left, right, left, right. Keep the hands high, left, right. And get them going at a speed that's sustainable for your entire workout. Here we go. If you want to put some pressure into it, that works out well. Don't throw your shoulder out of socket. Keep your shoulders nice and low, hands high. Rotate forward, pull back. Keep working. We're just going left, right this whole time. Keep the core tight and don't let it turn you necessarily. Keep boxing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time with that round. That's the end of set numero uno. And we have 2 more coming down the ropes. We have a couple seconds to grab some water, catch your breath. Hopefully you can still hold a conversation the entire time. That is the idea. That is the hope. Why? So that means you are primarily burning fat as a fuel source, fat as a substrate. Why is that important? Because we can burn carbohydrates, but we'll just replenish them. But when we primarily use fat as a substrate, we're taking it directly from where we need it first. It's called working at your fat max. It's about 55% of your max heart rate. We're going back to the top. Round number 2, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Floor touches. Here we go. Reaching your butt back towards the wall. We have begun. Touch the floor, stand up. I like to squeeze my glutes on the way down to help recoil me back up a little bit. If you really want to feel it in your boot, that's the way to do it. Squeeze the glutes at the top, resist it on the way down, okay? Squeeze the glutes, resist it as you touch the floor. Should pull you right back up. Keep working, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. In the name of glutes. Okay, next up we have our row with external rotation. Getting those external rotators ready. A little bit of tantrum work. All right, we're good to go now. 10 more seconds. Get ready. External rotation is really good for your shoulder. Really good to pull everything back. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Row, externally rotate. Row, externally rotate. If your arms are by the side, it'll be more like pulling out to the side of the arms. If your arms are directly out here, it's going to be more of a 90-degree angle. Again, maybe even do a little bit of both. Pull out to the side, rotate up. Pull right next to the side, rotate out. Row to the side, rotate up. Row to your sides, rotate out. And I hope you can see that difference between here and here. One's going to work more rhomboid lat. This is going to work more posterior delt. And what we're trying to do in any case is rotate from there or rotate from here. Those actually work different muscles of your rotator cuff. That is why I'm recommending that we do it from 2 separate positions. Side, out, out front, and up. And time with that exercise. Woo! Feeling it this morning, Mr. Krabs. Very, very nice. Next up, we have our vertical presses. The pressing issue of this morning is this exercise. All right. Our shoulders, our external rotators are ready and willing. And now we're going to the vertical press. Vertical press in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Here we go. Reach overhead. Reach overhead. Reach overhead. Reach overhead. It feels good to put my hand on my chest as I reach the other one. Up, up, and away. Through the full range of motion, of course. Very nice. And of course, Other things that work this range of motion are flappy birds, right? Reach up and away. We have flappy birds. We have high pulls, which is you take a weight from your chest, from down here, you pull it up to your chest and let it go back down. That's a high pull. Again, more tools just to get your shoulders nice and fit. I like the high pull especially. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're back to the cross body crunch. Whew. We know this one's going to feel really bad in the moment, but really good after. All right. Again, if you're standing, just touch your elbow to your opposite knee. And if you're lying on the floor with me, let's buckle down. 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. Reach across the body and down. Reach across the body and down. Woo. From here, reaching towards you and across and down, towards you and across and down. Repeating that process. Again, low back stays on the floor. Low back stays on the floor, reaching forward and across the body. Halfway, keep it working. Pulling my left shoulder towards my right hip and back. Right shoulder towards the left hip and back. Less than 10 seconds left to keep working. Keep working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Beautiful. Next up, we have our squats. Again, that cute little thing where you kick out to the side if you want at the top. All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Squat and kick, squat and kick, squat and kick. Again, the primary motion is the squat, but we're working some of our lateral structures with this today. From the side, it looks like this: squat and kick, 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 squat and kick. Kind of bounce off the bottom. You don't need full depth necessarily, but if you've got it in you, definitely keep working. If you can get the full depth and you're out here doing one of these numbers the entire time, that is fine too. Keep working. 10 more seconds. If you can get the half squats, quarter squats like so, just this level of movement is fine. Whatever you feel is relative to your body and time with that exercise. We're working through it. Next up, we have our push-ups. I'm going to try these ones from the floor. Again, you have the couch cushions, you have your countertops, you have any door in your house as well. All right, here we go. From the knees. 3, 2, 1. Begin the push-ups for a minute. Here we go. I like to lift my hands up at the bottom to ensure that my body is placing them wherever they feel like they should be. Also forces me to slow down the rep frequency to something that I can maintain. Gets me to pull my shoulder blades back. So yeah, I recommend lifting the hands up off the ground if you're doing this variation. Again, the wider you go, the more pec you're gonna work. The closer you are, the more tricep we're hitting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time con la ejercicio. Next up, wow, outside of my hips are cramping. That's how you know we're doing it right. Must be we needed that. Must be we needed that. Next up, we have our D2 movement pattern. Time to slay some dragons. Pulling our swords up, up, and away. You can see my shoulder wanted to be high. I pulled it down. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Reach into the shoulder. Raise it up to the sky. Reach into the shoulder. Rotate it out to the sky. Pocket. Rotate to the sky. Grab the sword in the pocket. Reach it up to the sky. All right, repeat that on both sides, alternating. Keeping the shoulders low to the chest, right? We don't want any of these guys going on. That'll give us a headache later. Across, reach, across. Good posture the entire time is vital. 45-degree angle as we rotate the sword up to the sky. And time for this guy. We're done with that exercise. Next up, we're going to boxing again. Can I get a whoop, whoop? Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Boxing, boxing, boxing. And with that, we'll be 2/3 of the way done with our workout. Wow. Again, just making 45 minutes for your health today. Good stuff. Ready, set, begin. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Keep it going. We're going to start throwing hook punches instead of jabs. These are 1-2s. We're going to go 3-4s. In 3, 2, 1, go. Hook punches like this. Terrible fighting style. Fantastic core exercise. Form's gone out the window. Hands aren't high anymore. We're swinging for the ropes. We're going for knockout punches from the side. Keep the core tight. Big punches out and around. You should feel it shredding your core at this point. If not, throw a couple bigger haymakers. We are alternating. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. If you've ever had a punching bag or a partner with those gloves that you're trying to hit them at home, you know how good of a workout boxing can be. A very good one, in case you've never done it before. It is, whew, it'll get your heart rate up, like mine is right now. All right, we've got a little bit of a break. We're going into round number 3, and then we're shipping this off to the remainder of the day. Feel free to stick around for our quote of the day and our tidbit of the week regarding nutrition. I am talking about B vitamins. Woo! Floor touches starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. Floor touches and up. Ow. Getting a little bit of a stretch into the side there if you saw that. Keep working at your own pace. Again, primary motion is pushing the butt backwards. I like to think of taking the arms, reaching them straight down to the floor, sliding them straight down. You can see from the side, pushing the arms straight down so that we're in one straight line the entire time. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop with that exercise. Moving on to number 2, our row with external rotation. Today, I regret to inform This is, in fact, just water in my mug. I've had no coffee yet, no espresso. You know what? This workout's giving me energy. It's funny what happens when you take care of your body. You don't need stimulants. But if I didn't work out today, my blood would be coursing with caffeine. Row with the external rotation starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Rotate, rotate. Let's go from the sides for the first bit. To the sides, rotate, to the sides, rotate out, to the sides, rotate out. Here we go. Keep working on that. Pinch the shoulder blades, row out. Pinch the shoulder blades, row out. It's like you're rubbing your forearms against your rib cage and then rotating out. And now let's go wide. Pinch the top of the shoulder blades, rotate up. Pinch the top of the shoulder blades, rotate up. Pinch, rotate, rotate, down. Pinch, rotate, down. Pinch, rotate, down. And time with that exercise. Let me know how you guys like that one in the comments to the side. On a scale of 1 to 10, or on a scale of population size ranging from Portugal to China. Couldn't think of Portugal. I was like, Philippines? No. Peloponnesians? No. All right, next up, we have a vertical press starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Vertical press, vertical press. Here we go. I put the I'm in the pressed, impressed. And it almost looks like you're waving at a friend with these ones. It can be really nice if you've got maybe a neighbor in the window watching you work out like a weirdo, and you do one of these numbers and you wave at them, and they'll at least think that you see them, and maybe they'll go away. All right, keep working. Again, anterior delt, actual delt. Working a little bit of our upper traps in there too. A little bit of our supraspinatus once we go overhead. Another rotator cuff muscle. Always, these are just good, guys. These exercises are just good for our entire body. I beat it like a dead horse, but time with that exercise. Hey, we're back to going fracking, as I say. We know the abs are there somewhere. We're just going to tear away the layers to get down there and find them. And it's time to work on our cross-body crunch. Nice. Here we go, starting in 10 seconds. If you ever want a super intense training session, let me know. I can come and be like, all right, guys, we're going to get jacked. Yeah. Cross-body crunches starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Reach across, reach across, reach across, reach across. Make this a goal on set number 3 to maintain that tempo the entire time through. 1, 2, left, right. You don't have to be on tempo with me in terms of left and right, but that's okay. Just keep up that beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. Rock forward and across. Keep up that tempo. Shoulder blades off the ground. Reaching towards that opposite knee. We're almost done. Keep working. Keep that tempo. 3, 2, 1. Woo! And done with that exercise. Good riddance. Feels great, but yikes. All right. And now, next up, after the cross crunch, we have our squat. And if you want to throw in that cute little leg flick, you absolutely may. Go ahead and stand up if you're on the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Squat. Press to the side. Squat. Stand up all the way. Press to the side. Squat. Stand up all the way. Press to the sky. Again, we don't want this coming out in front for height, or you want this coming out almost a little bit to the back. All right, ideally it's directly to the side, but if we think about it, you're going to try and kick behind, and where you'll actually get is right out to the side. And that's going to work the glute med and your tensor fascia latte. We like anything that sounds like latte, and people prefer it when I pronounce it like that. So don't give me a hard time if you know the actual way to pronounce the TFL muscle. And if you have IT band syndrome, working this muscle, the TFL, is probably going to do more than rolling out your IT band, because that's just a tendon. That'll probably just be more painful than helpful. 3, 2, 1, time with that exercise. So again, quick review of what I just said. Right here is your TFL on your hip. Roll that out if you're having pain in the tendon down your leg. Your IT band kind of runs the same as my gray stripe here down your leg. Don't hit that. Hit up here at the hip if you're having pain in your leg. Next exercise. Push-ups. Panic. Get to a wall. Get to a floor. Get to a couch. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin with the push-ups. Something you can maintain for the entire time. The couch forces me to have a close grip, which means I'm hitting more tricep. If something gets too tired, that's halfway. We can go ahead and switch to the door. Again, it's okay if you decide that you get into an exercise and you can't do it, feel free to switch. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's not about impressing somebody. It's about doing what's good for your body. Consistently doing what feels good for you, and that will reward you enough to keep going and be consistent enough to see progress. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. We're almost done. We're almost done. Next up, we have our D2 movement patterns, boxing, and then we are done for the day. 3 more minutes. 2 more minutes of exercise, and we are going to feel good. I'll touch briefly upon our quote of the week. I'll touch briefly upon B vitamins, and then we'll get you out of here for the day, all right? D2s, 3, 2, 1, begin. Take the sword out the pocket, hold it up to the sky. Sword from the pocket, hold it up to the sky. Last set, I'm going doubles. Right hand on top, left hand on top. Right hand on top, left hand on top. Reaching all the way back as if I'm about to cut somebody down with the swords that I'm pulling. Right hand on top, left hand on top. We're past halfway. Keep working. Even if you're starting to feel the burn, we're almost done now. I know I talk about staying in fat max, but some people like to feel stuff. I get that. I won't pretend like I don't get that. You want to feel like you're working. Feel free. I give you permission. I'll let you off the leash. Go hard for the last 2. That's fine. If you so choose. And time with that exercise. We're moving on to boxing, and then we are DON, done. Again, the only reason I tell you not to burn yourself out with these exercises is because we want to be able to come back and do it all again tomorrow, right? Consistent aerobic exercise. We're going for 45 minutes, 5 times a week. I'm not good at math, but that's 215 minutes a week. That's a lot of exercise. That's enough to reduce your all-cause mortality by 40%. That's awesome. We like living, and we like living healthy. We're going to boxing in 3, 2, 1, begin. Try and bounce around a little bit this time. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If you don't like bouncing, that's okay. You don't have to do it. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right. Keep it going. If you don't like bouncing, that's okay. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right. Keep it going. If you like bouncing around a little bit, in the living room, that's okay. It's more like a dance at that point, and that's all right. Keep working. Get the heart rate up, get the breathing up. We're almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. We are donezo. It's a joke. Girlfriend's dog sounds like he's always hacking up a lung. So sometimes if you ever hear me go, I am completely fine. It's just a joke. Done with the workout for the day. Breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth. Try and breathe through your nose. Slow your heart rate down. Now is the time after the workout to stretch out whatever you might need to hit. A cool down is just as important as a warm up. Usually I have people do a very similar thing in the cool down as what we did in the warm up. Really, it's all about you, whatever you feel like you need to target. If you're trying to hit the outside of your hamstring, the left over right or right over left hamstring stretch is a good way to hit it. Again, I recommend holding for at least 30 seconds on any given exercise. Control the breathing. Get the heart rate down. As I'm going into the quote of the week, and as I go into my spiel about our pillar of the week, which is nutrition, feel free to keep cooling down and stretching. Please, 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 please continue to cool down and keep stretching while I talk. All right, I'll get right up and close to the camera. We know we love that. Hi. Good workout today, everyone. If you're following along to this point, you're probably seeing some pretty good progress, and I appreciate that. Our quote of the week, it's a good one. It's a really good one, as they always are. It's from Buddha. Our quote of the week is, to keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear. Buddha knew a long time ago that there is a correlation between taking care of your body physically and mental clarity, and that is the absolute truth. That is the truth. And that's been backed up by a whole bunch of science now as well, aside from our grandmothers and ancient wisdom. So take care of your body. Help take care of your mind. If you have any questions about how that works, feel free to ask us. Just know that the more fit and healthy you are, generally, the clearer your mind works and the better your memory is, the more energy you have. Nice. We love to hear that. We've talked about some different vitamins and minerals of the week. Adam talked about vitamin A. Jacob talked about vitamin C. I'm going to talk about vitamin B. Why vitamin B? Well, B, because it's one of my favorite vitamins to talk about anyway. It's water soluble, which is why when you take your 5-hour energy or whatnot, you can have 10,000% of your daily recommended intake and it doesn't kill you. Will it give you the tinglies? Sometimes, because you took 10,000% of your daily recommended value, but that's okay. Long story short, what does vitamin B do? Vitamin B is important for a host of reasons. The most important one, I say, is energy transport. Okay. Energy transport basically means that B vitamins in your body are precursors for shuttles that turn food into energy. All right. Energy transport. They allow your body to have energy to make energy. Okay. Especially when you need to, maybe do a workout, something that requires more intense exercise, more intense working out. B vitamins are particularly important there. Okay. So B vitamins give you energy. What else do they do? They do a couple more things. They help keep your skin healthy, which is always nice if you love nice skin. And then they can help replenish red blood cells as well as brain cells. Fantastic. We love big brain energy. We love healthy skin energy. And we like having a lot of red blood cells, I guess. And we like having energy throughout the day. So now you're probably wondering, Steph, where can I get B vitamins? Citrus fruits, oranges, tangerines, stuff like that. Dark green leafy vegetables. My go-to is spinach. Popeye was onto something and you knew it. You know it. Your mother knew it. Feel free to get yourself a couple cups of spinach. I've got some spinach inside my fridge right now. Again, the challenge of the week is to get some more veggies in your diet, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take a bag of spinach, put this heaping pile of spinach in a pan this morning, and it's going to boil down to nothing. So feel free to do the same for yourself. I like putting on some lemon, some salt, maybe a little bit of garlic in with my spinach to make it delicious. Again, add some stuff if you need to make it tasty, so you get your fiber, so you get your vitamins and minerals. So you get your B vitamins from citrus fruits, leafy greens, and of course, meats and fishes as well. That's the whole onslaught from poultry to fish to red meat to pork, you name it. Okay, cool. I threw a lot at you. In summary, take care of your body and it will help your mental clarity. Get your B vitamins. It won't kill you if you have too many, but ideally we get them consistently throughout the day for having energy, for our brain, for our skin, for what was the last one? Wait for it. Blood, brain, skin. Those are the three. And then, of course, we can get that from meats, dark leafy greens, and citrusy fruits. Thank you all so much for another wonderful day of connected community health support, the free virtual exercise stream, comprehensive health tidbits at the end, and of course, wonderful quotes of the week. Tune in tomorrow at noon Eastern time. That is 12 Eastern time. If you're working on military time, it's 12:00 Eastern time, and we will be there for another edition of Connected Community Health Support's free virtual exercise stream. We are currently going Monday through Friday. We hope that you join us for each of those days to reach your health and fitness goals, to increase your health, and to burn some fat. Thank you all so much. Feel free to reach out to us at connectedchs30@gmail.com. And of course, always go to connectedchs.com if you have any questions. All of our contact information is there as well. Thank you so much and have a wonderful hump day, you wonderful humans. Seth Spicer signing off.